We need to talk. Not about the world, not about them. About you. Because you keep saying you want peace, but your body's still praying to panic. You say you've moved on, but your nervous system's still living in yesterday's emergency. So let me be all the way raw and real and make this abundantly clear. If you don't get it after this one, it's not because you are broken. It's because fear's been running your firmware. And tonight we're going to rewrite it. Because this story is not new. It started long before you were born. You just became conscious enough to feel the echo. Let me ask you this. You ever notice how fear feels older than you? Like it's not just your fear. It's your mother's, your father's, your bloodlines. And that is not coincidence. That is preparedness. Worth repeating. It's not coincidence. It is preparedness. You see, evolution gave us instincts, but the spirit, God, creator, gave us image. And somewhere between the two, man forgot who trained who. Now, I read something the other day that hit me hard, all the way hard, right in the chest. They said if you stop a rat from jumping when it hears the buzzer, it eventually stops being afraid because it learns the shock is not coming. Now watch this. You try that with a human and the fear gets worse. Why? Because our danger isn't physical anymore. It's spiritual. So we're still jumping even when the buzz has been turned off. We inherited fear through observation. Watch this. A baby monkey isn't born afraid of snakes. It learns fear by watching its mother panic. Now tell me that's not the same thing happening to us. In our homes, our classrooms, our churches, kids don't learn poverty by math. They learn it by mimic. Preparedness turned into prophecy. Now, Martin Seligman called it avoidance conditioning. Susan Miniker called it preparedness theory. Neuroscience calls it implicit learning. But the scriptures just call it curse. You see, the alarm part of your brain learns faster than your faith does. It don't wait to really see if you're in danger. It just memorizes the feeling. So while you're praying for peace, another part of you is still loading old pain. Something like last year's heartbreak, last decade's loss, your family's generational silence. And when that alarm never gets a break, your body starts treating every day like an emergency. The calm center of your mind gets tired. It stops sending "you're safe now" messages. And you are safe. So in that way, you don't just forget what happened. You start forgetting what safe feels like. You don't just forget what happened. You forget who you are. Now, for reference, the scientists call those two parts, the amygdala, the alarm, and the hippocampus, the memory keeper. That is what is being physically influenced through your conscious image from Creator. My beautiful people, that's the real preparedness curse. It's not that fear is learned too easily. It's that faith stopped being practiced long enough to feel unnatural. You see, preparedness was never the problem. It's what we prepared for that broke us. Now I'll go back to Herman Trismegistus, who said, God first, then the world, then the people. But we reversed it. We started worshiping the people, then the world, then ourselves, and wondered why God went quiet. Preparedness shifted from divine order to social obedience. We traded prayer for prediction, faith for familiarity. We started mistaking fear for foresight. But the image of Creator must still reveal itself. It's free will. And that means even through stress, even through trauma, even through the amygdala's alarm clock that keeps ringing at 3 a.m. because consciousness is the place where God corrects biology. Your body isn't betraying you. It is broadcasting your belief system. And so this is where we flip the script. Here's where we become interfluencers. Here is where we bring you back, bring God back. That's right, baby. Let's do you and let's do you together. 5 moves, 1 consciousness. We start with disrupt. Let's start here. Catch the inherited loop. That tone you heard your father use when bills came due. That posture your mother took when hope felt heavy. That is your buzzer. Interrupt it mid-sound. Disrupt that noise. Then you want to own it. Say it out loud. This fear ain't mine. It's memorized. Because you can't fix what you won't name. Don't avoid it. Own it. Then you want to yield. When the heart spikes, don't fight it. Let the wave finish without running. Let it hit shore. Let it crash. That's the soul reclaiming the reins from the body. Then you want to observe. Every emotion is an echo. Ask yourself, is this fear real or is it rehearsed? Then you want to unleash. Now move, not away from the fear, but through it. Faith is movement in the direction biology said, stop. Faith is blind, fight through. My beautiful people, that is how you do you. 5 moves, 1 consciousness. And in our final moments together, let me be a reminder. Maybe you were born into fear. Maybe you watched enough panic to believe it was protection. But you are the generation of extinction, the one that ends the preparedness curse. You don't need to unlearn your fear. You just need to remember your faith. Because fear is inherited, but faith is installed. And when you start moving again, the body remembers who built it. I told you we needed to talk. And if you don't remember after this, then stay asleep. Bring you back, bring God back, because you own it or be owned by it. You either run the system or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.